If you work on a screen, your day feels like a never-ending sprint against your own inbox. You constantly seek shortcuts to catch your breath. That exhaustion is exactly why viral marketing for AI tools is so effective, specifically the promise that software can save you 10 hours daily. The math behind that claim is difficult to justify. To save 10 hours a day, your baseline would have to be a 16-hour shift spent doing nothing but robotic data entry. Most professionals can find tools. The real difficulty is proving they provide a net gain in time. As we map effort against impact on this chart, that top right corner represents a promise that rarely survives contact with a real workload. Chasing impossible time savings leads to productivity traps, software requiring more effort than it returns. A realistic stack looks like this. Tasks like email sorting and data entry populate the middle of the grid, requiring a balanced effort. AI changes the nature of your work rather than eliminating it. You trade time spent executing tasks for time spent managing systems. Before you see any efficiency, you pay a toll in upfront hours, learning prompt engineering, mapping out logic, and testing API integrations. Then comes the ongoing tax. Every automated draft or sorted dataset requires manual review to correct the inevitable errors in B- output. To find true efficiency, we have to calculate this automation tax across the three distinct tiers of AI tools. The first tier is content and communication generation, the most common point of entry for AI. On this matrix, the input for content generation is delegating first drafts to a language model. This eliminates blank page syndrome, generating text in seconds. Look at the trade-off. You now owe a rigorous manual review to ensure accuracy and tone. There is also a long-term risk. Over-reliance on AI for communication can lead to generic, homogenized messages that eventually erode professional trust. The second tier moves into workflow automation. Row 2 shows the input. You spend significant time mapping logic and connecting APIs before a task executes. When it works, it eliminates manual data transfers. The trade-off here is system fragility. A software update can silently break these chains, forcing you back into troubleshooting mode. Workflow automation offers consistent relief, provided you have the patience for ongoing system maintenance. This leads to the peak of the hype cycle: autonomous agents. Theoretically, these agents research competitors and execute tasks in the background without your intervention. Reaching that stage requires a substantial upfront time investment to build, prompt, and error correct the system's logic. Adding this to our matrix, the input is the deployment of complex, multi-step AI logic. If an AI hallucinates a fact and executes a real-world action, like sending an incorrect contract, the consequences are severe. This is the final trade-off: accepting constant maintenance risk. If you spend several hours every week fixing a rogue agent, the 10-hour savings promised by marketers quickly disappears. Warning tone: advanced AI currently demands the highest management tax, making it a dangerous productivity trap for anyone looking for a simple solution. High-leverage automation begins with an audit of your own daily tasks to determine which ones actually qualify for a digital takeover. This filter starts with frequency. Is the task highly repetitive? If rarely done, automating wastes time. If repetitive, move to the second node. Does it require high human nuance? Your answers lead to 3 directives: automate entirely, use AI as a co-pilot, or do manually. Applying this filter prevents you from forcing automation onto work that inherently requires your judgment. If you are a beginner with limited time, avoid complex app integrations. They often create more friction than they solve. Seek your return on investment through native AI features already built into your existing tools, using them to summarize and draft within your current workflow. For professionals whose value is based on quality, never automate your final deliverables. Use AI strictly for data synthesis and initial outlines, and reserve your own time for the nuance that only you can provide. If you are a systems optimizer, understand that your primary job is now systems architecture. You are building the engine, not just driving the car. Aim for 2 hours of highly leveraged, friction-free efficiency. That is a return that actually appears on your calendar and stays there.